raining, don't know when it's gonna stop. Well, I've been watching for a long time from the mountaintop. I'm lucky with this roof over my head. I'm lucky with this roof over my head. Well, all them people below me using a box as a bed. I should do wish them well. All them people I should do wish them well. Cause all them big corporate people give them out. With all the money we got out of our lives means nothing to them. They just give us lies, but we try to live our lives happy and free. They just won't let us. Boy, can't they see it's raining? Don't know when it's gonna stop. It's raining, I don't know when it's gonna stop. I've been watching for a long time from the mountaintop. One more time. It's raining, I don't know when it's gonna stop. It's raining, don't know when it's gonna stop. Well, I've been watching for a long time from the mountaintop.
Earle and Coffin, folks. That was great, guys. Thank you for coming to perform for us.
Well, thank you for having us.
We do have to take a short break, but stay tuned because coming up we have some great interviews and more from Nick and Joseph.
I'm here at the SPCA. Let's go take a look. Here we are at the SPCA with Simone. Hello, Simone.
Hello, and how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm surrounded by cats, and that always makes for a good day.
Yes. So, what are some of the services and programs you offer here at the SPCA?
Well, the biggest program we have that I think everyone mostly knows about is our adoption services. So we take in about 700 to 1,000 animals every year. And most of those are cats. Big most of those are cats. About 700 of those will be cats, and the rest will be dogs. So we have an awful lot of cats, which is why we're in the cat room today. So we have your next best furry friend available year-round. So that's our biggest program. We have a lot of animals come through. Those animals come into us and get awesome vet services. So every one of those animals is spayed or neutered, which is really important because we want to keep the pet population down. So that's one of our biggest initiatives, spay and neuter. We also have a spay and neuter program to help with your own pets. So if you are a low-income family or can't afford a spay and neuter, we'll also help you out because 1 in 3 pets gets outside. So even if you think your cat's going to stay inside, they're never going to have kittens, 1 in 3 will find their way out. So we want to make sure we don't get their kittens coming in. Other than that, we have lots of education programs. We work with Girl Guides and Brownies and Scouts and all kinds of groups so that everyone knows about the issues that animals face. They know how to be safe around pets. That's a big thing with kids. And they know how important the SPCA and other animal rescues are. So we do a lot of things in the community.
So can you tell us about your thrift store?
Absolutely. I love our thrift store. We have so many really cool things there. It's located on 1062 Topsail Road. It's kind of a small store, kind of quaint, but we have all kinds of awesome, gently used items. So we've got clothes, pet stuff, dishes, linens, purses and shoes, all kinds of great things, because we have so many awesome supporters who donate really, really high quality things to us, and we sell them for really, really low prices. So you definitely want to go by and check it out. And we're open in the evenings and on weekends, so you can pop by and shop with us and support an awesome cause. I'll tell you, I might be a little biased on how good these items are, but our store brings in $300,000 a year, so I think other people like the items we're selling too.
So how else can people donate to the SPCA?
Well, the thrift store is an easy way. Everyone, especially this time of year, cleaning things out, getting rid of clothes and items from last year. So you can help that way and drop things at the store. You can also always help our shelter animals. We're always looking for cat litter because cats go through a lot of litter. So if you can donate a box of clumping or non-clumping litter, that's always appreciated. Cat food is always appreciated. And right now, we're actually in the middle of what's called cat season. So cat and kitten season is when we get hundreds of unwanted kittens through our doors, and we have need for kitten food and kitten replacement milk. So you can buy that at any of the local pet stores and bring it on into us, and it would be so much appreciated because we will get about 500 unwanted kittens every year, and they go through a lot of supplies.
So how does your volunteering program work here?
Volunteers are the most important thing to our success. They are amazing, and we have a couple of hundred who volunteer with us across so many different job descriptions. Some people just do fundraising things. Some people come in and clean litter pans. They walk dogs. They do a lot of different activities. So what we do is recruit for volunteers to come in and do all kinds of different things with us. You can apply on the website, fill in an application, and we'll provide a full orientation. We'll train you on how to take care of animals, how to do a number of roles, and we'll make sure that you're equipped to come in and help us. We need volunteers at our shelter day and night. We need people at our thrift store the entire time we're open. We need people who are going to help us sell tickets and go to events and host public talks. There's so many ways to help. So if you go to our website, spcastjohns.org. You can find out our application is there and some of the job descriptions that we have. It's super, super rewarding to volunteer with the SPCA. I've been doing it for years, and it's just amazing. And I'll tell you, one of the great things you can do right now is foster. Those kittens that we get brought in need a place to stay outside of the shelter. And you can foster and take those kittens into your home and give them a great place for them to hang out, become socialized, stay outside of a cage, and then come in to us when they're big and healthy enough to be spayed and neutered, and then go to their awesome forever homes.
I also saw that you have an online shop. Could you tell us a bit about that?
We do. We've got a couple of things that we're offering online because some of our supporters find it difficult to get into the locations that we have. We have t-shirts, like the logo one I'm wearing. We also have some other cool things, cat mutter, dog mutter kind of t-shirts that are fun. They help the animals too. Some car magnets, different items, anything we can do to get the message out about rescue animals, and a couple of bucks in for our animals to provide the awesome care that we do is always a good thing.
Okay, so one more question before I go. How can people get in contact with you guys?
Well, we're here at the shelter 12 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday or through Sunday. Monday we're closed for vet services, so you can drop on by and visit us and visit our animals. You can also drop on by the thrift store, but you can catch us on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and our website spcastjohns.org. You can find all that there again.
Okay, so why don't we go around and take a look at some of these cats?
Absolutely.
So who is this?
Well, this is Clarice, and she's one of the awesome cats currently available. We get so many awesome cats that come through our shelter. She's about 6.5 years old and is a brown tabby. She's a lovely big snuggle bug. So Clarice is a $125 adoption fee, and let me tell you what a steal it is, because our cats and dogs all come spayed or neutered. So if you were going to adopt a pet or find a pet from a friend or some other source, to get your animal spayed and neutered costs hundreds of dollars, but we do it for you. So spaying and neutering is really important for pet population control, but it also means you'll have a healthier animal. The animals here are also microchipped, so they have a tiny little chip just the size of basically a piece of rice that's embedded in the back of their neck. So if they do get out, if they show up at a vet clinic or at another shelter, we'll be able to tell instantly who actually owns that animal and get them home. They've had a full vet check provided to make sure they're healthy and happy and ready to be loved by their forever home.
Welcome back to the show. Up next in our interview chair is a very successful businesswoman with businesses I am sure many of you have been to, like O'Reilly's and Yellow Belly. Please welcome Miss Brenda O'Reilly. Hello, Brenda.
Hello, thanks for the invite.
Thanks for coming in to chat with us today. So how are things going at O'Reilly's and Yellow Belly?
Fantastic. Both are doing very well. We've been open 20 years at O'Reilly's now, and Yellow Belly's open 9 years.
So can you give us a little history as to how and why O'Reilly's came to be?
Well, of course, my last name is O'Reilly, so that was a natural name for an Irish pub. But of course, I grew up loving Irish music and listening to my parents play it and having kitchen parties at our house. And I just always loved the music, and I just knew I was going to open a bar called O'Reilly's.
So when you were growing up with music, so was music a big thing in your family? Did your family play instruments and have a lot of kitchen parties?
They had a lot of parties, but we didn't play any instruments. So I attempted to take lessons, piano and voice and all that. But unless I'm really good at something, I sort of bail and move on to the next thing. So I knew I loved Irish music. So listening and taking it in as a viewer, both at live shows and by music, that's where my love came from.
Can you remember any local acts that were just starting out and may have gotten their start at O'Reilly's when you guys first opened?
Yeah, absolutely. Shannigannock was just starting to hit the scene. They did a live album at O'Reilly's called Live at O'Reilly's Volume 1, very successful album. The Fables got their start at O'Reilly's and also did a live album. So we've had some great successes at O'Reilly's. Of course, we've had some great superstars on stage. Great Big C, Russell Crowe, the actor Russell Crowe. So we've had some great success.
So you said O'Reilly's has been open 20 years now. So are you planning to have any special celebrations?
Yes, this fall we're doing our 20th anniversary celebrations. We're taking O'Reilly's on the road. We're going to do a little excursion around the bay, we're going to call it, and take some performances out to some rural communities. And then we're going to finish the finale next fall with a big show here in the St. John's area.
So how did Yellow Belly come into?
Well, the big question we always had at the O'Reilly's is what do you have local on tap? And, we were getting that question more than anything else. And Craig and I, my husband, he, who's jealous, by the way, that he's not invited, he and I were like, maybe we should start a brewery or start making our own beer. So we started looking for the right location. And when we found the location that Yellow Belly is at, we found out from a person that was working for us at the time. He came in one day to work and said, I did some research on that property, and the corner is called Yellow Belly Corner. It's where the Yellow Bellies from Wexford used to hang out. So we thought, what a perfect name for the brewery.
Well, that was my next question. Where did the name Yellow Belly come from? But that sounds pretty good. So I have to say, I did attend a wedding there last year in Yellow Belly, and it was great. The food and the view with the patio, that's also pretty nice, the view looking over George Street, that little patio thing.
Yes, the back opens up. We got the garage doors there, so that looks great. Yeah, the weddings, we do a lot of weddings there, and the food was good?
Oh yes, the food was delicious.
Excellent, excellent.
And we went to O'Reilly's first, and the mini Towntons at O'Reilly's.
Yeah,
They
really
were
good.
very good.
They're very popular, and we stuff them with some salt cod. We do them plain, but we also stuff them with some salt cod. They're really nice because they're very fluffy, and then all of a sudden you get this little salty bite.
So Brenda, if people wanted more info on O'Reilly's or Yellow Belly, how can they do that?
Well, we have some very active websites and some social media. O'Reilly'sPub.com, of course, is the O'Reilly's website, and YellowBellyBrewery.com for the Yellow Belly site. And of course, we're very active on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. So, yeah, we like the social media. We've really trying to get more into it. I'm a bit old, but I'd like to know more about Snapchat.
Well, now it's time to play a little game I like to play with all my interview guests. It's called Get to Know Me. I'll ask you 5 questions, and you'll come back with the first thing that pops into your head. You ready, Brenda?
I am.
Okay. So your favorite food?
Pizza.
Your favorite color?
Red.
Favorite movie?
Oh, that's a tough one. Ooh. I can't think of one. I know. Oh, A Fish Called Wanda.
Favorite spot to hang out in St. John's?
O'Reilly's.
Yes. your favorite song and your favorite song to sing out loud to when you're alone in the car.
Oh, Ballroom Blitz.
Okay, well, that was great. Now, one more thing before we go. We have to get our selfie. So, let's...
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, before you go, I have a suggestion. If you're ever looking for new ideas for a new restaurant, I suppose, maybe, like, you could open up, like, this big, a huge kitchen. So, like, as we know, Newfoundlanders like to have kitchen parties. So if you opened up this big kitchen and...
Big kitchen?
A big kitchen.
What kind of food do you want me to serve?
Well, food that you would serve at a kitchen party. And those mini Towntons from O'Reilly's.
Perfect.
Yes. Well, thanks again, Brenda, for coming in. It's always great to chat with you. And if folks in town are looking for some good food and entertainment, head on down to O'Reilly's or Yellow Belly and get some of those mini Towntons. Okay, we're going to take a short break, but we will be right back. Welcome back to the show. Now here with me, I have once again Earle and Coffin. Hello guys, once again.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So, thanks again for coming in today to sing and chat with us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So, can you give us a little history on the band, like how you guys met and when you started playing music together?
Well, it's probably about going on 4 or 5 years now. I know I used to play, I think we both used to play a little bit alone by ourselves a few years ago, and I always saw Nick around at certain like open mics and all that kind of stuff. And I think it was at a Music NL gala in Gander, and I was playing at a brunch and Nick was playing a showcase. And he came up to me, I think we met at like one of the dinners or something, and he's like, hey, because I think at this time you didn't sing. Right?
No, I didn't.
So I think you're like, how am I going to do instrumental showcase for like half hour or something, however much how it was. So I think we ran back to a hotel room and I think we jammed 3 songs or something, and then we've been bugging each other ever since. So
Yeah.
So I'm sure family support goes a long way when you're going after a career in music. How important is your guys' family support?
It's essential. You know, it's really everything. We wouldn't be even half as close to where we are now without them. You know, they're the ones that really helped us, I guess, pay for this for our first album and help support us to get to record our second and move forth in what we're doing.
Yep.
What was it like when you first got to actually see your own CD and listen to it?
I didn't think that I would get to that point so quick. I don't know about Joe, but I was really amazed and just
kind
grateful.
of exploded.
Yeah.
It was just like, wow, it's here. I'm listening to I never thought I would get this far in like a year or two or whatever since we were planning it. It was like, I thought this was 20 years in the future.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
I was surprised that it didn't sound half bad either, right?
No, exactly. That's the most surprising part.
Well, you thought it was 20 years in the future, but now you are soon going to start working on your 3rd album, I hear.
Yeah, going to be recording it soon and probably looking for a release around April. So that's going to be mostly, if not all, original material, pretty similar to the album we released in past February. Going to be the kind of band feel, rock, blues, funk, heavy stuff, bit of influence from the oldies.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's going to be fun.
So where do you guys see yourselves in 10 years?
Oh, gee. Hope to be still at this.
Yeah.
Make a living from it.
Well, thanks again for chatting with us today. Now, I have to ask you one more question. If someone out there wants to get in contact with you or see where you are playing next, how could they do that?
Well, we have a variety of social media, the main one being our website, www.earleandcoffin.com. You can find all of our news and gigs and past gigs and all that stuff. I guess you can talk about our Facebook and stuff if you want.
Yeah, on Facebook we're just Earle and Coffin. Look us up, and you'll either see 2 cute faces or 2 guitars that we may play. And on Twitter, we are at Earle and Coffin 1 because someone already stole Earle and Coffin.
Okay, well, now it's selfie time. I'll go grab the selfie stick. Oh, it's tangled up in the microphone cords. Oh. Here we go. Okay, ready?
Ready?
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, well, thanks again for coming in, guys.
Thank you very much for having
And
us.
thank you for watching our show this evening. We hope to see you back here next week. Now, how about one more song from the talented Earle and Coffin?
Four.
Hey baby, who were you with last night? Hey baby, who were you with last night? Your breath reeks of malt liquor and you're squinting at the lights. What took you so long to get yourself back home? What took you so long to get yourself back home? You still got both of your hands, you couldn't dial my telephone. Hey baby, who were you with last night? Hey baby, who were you with last night? Your breath reeks of malt liquor and you're squinting at the lights. Hey baby, who were you with last night? Hey baby, who were you with last night? Your breath reeks of malt liquor and you're squinting at the light. Hey baby, who were you with last night? Hey baby, who were you with last night? Your breath reeks of malt liquor and you're squinting at the lights.